How are we all doing? So we've got another one for you. Back on the Ford platform. Ford Ranger, wild track thing. Going in with FDRS. Connecting up again with the RLink Lite as our pass-through device. I love this thing. And we're going to do a transmission update as per the customer request at this garage. So we're getting in with it now. Performing network test when we get up. So see how it's going. Hopefully we don't run into the issues like we did the other day with these. So I'm going to let it do its thing, and once we get in there we'll bring you back. Right, so we're in. Obviously customer wants a transmission module update. So if we go to software updates, and we can see it here, TCM transmission control unit software update. We're going to download that application. So what this does here, when we go into software updates, these are the ones that are available, which is really handy to see. Obviously we can see there's multiple that need updating, but we're only going to run the transmission, mitigate all that risk. So we're launching the application, downloading vehicle software now. We have got good stable supply on, ignition on, which we are. So okie dokie. Establishing comms. So it looks like we've downloaded the data. Blocker racing, so now we are programming this transmission. We had some beepies going on, dash has gone off to Fords and Land Rovers and stuff of this sort of platform. They do like to shut everything down. It can be a bit scary when you've done your first one, so don't worry about it if your dash does go off as it's starting a process, in all fairness. But yeah, we're flashing now. Blocker race is in progress. Usually these, I don't think they take too long. Shouldn't be anything untoward with this. It is just a software flash. So we'll bring you along once this is done, and we'll have a look at any post-processing procedures. But yeah, you're looking for a J2534 box, RLink Lite. It's out of this world for stability. So it looks like we've now finished the update. Tell us to turn ignition off. All dashboards come back on. So we'll go ignition off. We'll come back. Hit OK. Turn ignition on. OK. Now we're validating. Modern cars, it's amazing how much are now fixed with software. I believe this garage has said they've had this issue before on one of these. It's got a bit of like a hard shift, a bit of a notchy shift or something. It's had a new valve body and it's still a bit laxy-daisy. They said the last one that they had, they took into forward, and they did a software update and it was right ever since. And obviously now this garage knows me, knows we carry the dealer equipment, the dealer software and that. Like I say, we can use VCM free if we want, we do have that, but I am just loving the stability of this RLink Lite. So I rarely grab the VCM free now, and because of that does multi-brand, it's just handy carrying one device. So we'll see what happens at the end of these operations. Looks like it's running a lengthy process now. We'll see what happens. So I turn ignition off. So we'll go back off. Okay. Application is finished. That's it. Software update done to the TCM, and obviously, as you can see now in the software update files, it's no longer there. So we'll go in, we'll get the ignition back on. We're going to go through now and view the CMD TCs, continuously monitored diagnostic trouble codes. That's if this plays ball. It wasn't playing ball the other day. Yeah, it's loading up now, happy days. I do find FDRS to be slow sometimes, in all fairness, but we're in. Now, interesting with FDRS, what's an absolute, I think it's a bit of a silly function, but here you can hide the permanent DTCs. So I can print that now and say, oh yeah, we've got interior lighting output, but it's only intermittent because we've hid the permanent DTCs. So if we uncheck that, we're going to show permanent ones. Do not diagnose permanent DTCs. This is a new pop-up that I've not seen before. Permanent DTCs by themselves do not indicate that a fault is present. That's interesting. Permanent DTCs report a past fault for which the vehicle itself has not completed 3 monitoring cycles. That's probably why it hides them, because as much as it says permanent, it's not permanent. To me, that's like a history code, a self-clearing history code. Interesting by Ford there, but we'll do. We understand it requires no diagnostic, so we understand it requires no intervention for them codes. But like I say, we're all clear there now, so we're up to date. Go back to toolbox. Obviously, we'll go multi-module, back into software updates. TCM's done. Nothing about any relearns. We've done that. Clear it, solenoid, transmission strategy download. Might have a quick look at what this G bulletin is actually for the transmitting strategy download. Could be the software update, but it's not there anymore, so we'll have a look into that and just see what comes up. Right, so this transmission strategy download, it's about storing the identifications of the solenoid body and the solenoid strategy. Now this vehicle hasn't had a new body, it's had a repair, so the identification and strategy numbers will be the same. So obviously if we leave the boxes empty, the application will exit without making any changes. So that is a job done on this one. So thanks for watching guys, I'll catch you in the next one.